use headphone for listen this dark story. Here are 3 long, chilling dark stories. The apartment on floor 1-3. When Sarah moved to the city, she was desperate for a cheap place to live. She found a small apartment on the 13th floor of an old building, though strangely, the elevator skipped from 12 to 14. The landlord explained it away with a smile. Some people are superstitious. Don't worry about it. The first night, Sarah heard faint whispers in the walls. She assumed it was the neighbors, but then she noticed something stranger. The whispers seemed to know her name. They called softly, "Sarah, come to the hallway." One night, unable to resist, she opened her door and stepped into the dark corridor. At the end stood a tall, shadowy figure, its face obscured. It didn't move, but the whispers grew louder, coming from inside her head. She blinked, and the figure was gone, but wet footprints now trailed toward her apartment. The next morning, the landlord acted confused. "There is no 13th floor, Miss Sarah. You live on the 12th. When she tried to leave the building, she found the front door sealed, and the world outside replaced by an endless hallway of flickering lights. She never saw daylight again." The girl in the window. Every night, Daniel walked home past an abandoned orphanage. Its windows were broken, paint peeling, and the yard overgrown. But one evening, he noticed something. A pale girl with black hair staring at him from the 2nd floor window. The next night, she was there again. She didn't move, didn't blink, didn't smile. Daniel felt sorry for her, assuming she was some runaway living there. He finally decided to check it out. Inside, the building reeked of mold and rot. The air was so heavy it was hard to breathe. He climbed to the 2nd floor, heart pounding. He reached the window, but the girl wasn't there. Instead, he found an old photograph, black and white, of him standing on the street, looking up at the window. The date on the back was tomorrow's. When he turned around, the girl stood in the doorway, whispering in a voice that was not hers, "Now you'll stay with me." The next day, passers-by saw a pale boy with hollow eyes staring from that same window. The unfinished call. Marissa was working late when her phone buzzed with a video call from her sister, Emily. She answered, expecting a casual chat, but Emily's face was pale, terrified. She whispered, "Marissa, he's in the house. Don't say anything." The camera shook as Emily crept into a closet. Heavy footsteps echoed in the background. The door opened slightly, and a tall man with no eyes appeared, sniffing the air. The call suddenly cut off. Marissa dialed back, over and over, but it wouldn't connect. Panicked, she drove to Emily's home. The front door was wide open, the lights flickering. Inside, the house was eerily quiet. She went to the closet and found Emily's phone lying on the floor, still showing the live call on the screen. Marissa saw herself standing in the closet, holding the phone, and behind her, the eyeless man slowly smiling. Subscribe to Second Dark Power, or the shadows might notice you next.